So I went ahead and got another deck or another pull for you guys. And Spirit really wants you guys to focus on joy because it came out twice when I was shuffling my deck there. Express your joy. And it says, joy is the highest energy of all. It is the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. So who doesn't love that, right? So you may have been seeing a lot of synchronicities. You've been asking for things, and Spirit shows up and brings you synchronicities or things like that. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So if you see patterns repeating, or like someone that you know or care about, their name, and you see it all the time, you know, or say like for instance, this morning I was looking at my phone. I've been thinking about my mom, you know, quite often here in this past week, and oh, I got to get a hold of her. And so this morning I was thinking about her, and I looked at my phone and it says 9/11. I'm like, okay, well, I better call my mom, right? Thank God she's doing all right. She did have a stomach bug, but she's doing well other than that. So, you know, listen to the signs that you're getting. If you think you're getting signs, you're probably getting signs, right? So, you know, Spirit is always there to help you. We've just got to accept the help, right? And also we have the free will, so we have to ask for it. So, you know, and open yourself up to, you know, those things. Set your sights higher, right? So you know you want this abundance, and you've been used to receiving, you know, only so much or getting so much back. Well, set your sights higher. Know that Spirit wants to bless you with abundance and joy and prosperity and all of those feelings of love, you know, and, you know, bringing yourself into that full authenticity, right? So, you know, you need to lean into the trust, you know, of who you are, and trusting your intuition, right? God gave us each and every one our intuition for a purpose, for us to use it. And so many times, especially in this modern day world, we are, you know, dismissing our intuition when we need to be trusting it. So remove yourself from those energies, remove yourself from those crowds, you know, meditate, get to yourself for a little bit, you know, call all your energy back, you know, and, you know, get within a little bit more, and so that you can trust those intuition or those nudges that you're getting from your intuition, right? So, you know, expect those miracles to be coming in for you, right? So always expect the best, right? Exceeding the and everything that is, and that everything is going to exceed those expectations. Look, I get so excited I can't even talk straight. Oh gosh. Exceeding expectations, a new dawn, the worst is behind you now. So, you know, a positive new experiences are on the horizon, and at any time, you know, we can choose to walk away from any environment that we feel as though we've been stuck in or manipulated in, right? So, you know, but, you know, walk away in love. You know, because love is pretty much the best balm that you can use for anything, right? It's the one that melts away all those traumas and all those injustices, is when you can release not only, you know, others and their, you know, transgressions or, you know, wrongdoings against you, but release yourself from that too. Release yourself from holding that expectation, you know, holding, you know, someone accountable, or holding that grudge is only going to make those things more challenging for you and harder for you, right? So let me go ahead and get this one too. Remember and know that you are worthy, right? God doesn't create junk no matter what, you know. We sit there, and so many times we have grown up in these home environments and things like that that weren't the best, you know, that maybe were, you know, a little more challenging and lower vibrational than what you would have wanted, or you know, what would have made you thrive in the best possible way. But there are still those, you know, things that you needed to go through in order to truly understand yourself and truly know your worth and your value, right? And to move into that, right? So yeah, break free, try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. You know, just because you've been taught a certain thing while you're growing up, it doesn't mean it's the truth necessarily. You know, we each and every family is so different, and there's no two that are really alike, and the environments, you know, are the same as well. So, you know that everything is about perception and perspective, and that, you know, spirit is going to bring that to you to help you to bring in those relationships that you deserve, right? Know your worth and value, right? And there's nothing more than the Holy Spirit wants to, you know, remind you of is your value, right? Giving and receiving. So, you know, you don't just have to give all the time. You have to be able to be open to receive, to giving and receiving. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. So yeah, make sure that you're doing the breath work too. Taking those moments to take those deep breaths, right? And see only love, right? Because honestly, that's all that truly exists, right? There's nothing to worry about. We create those, you know, falsehoods in our brains and our lives by, you know, worrying about them. 711 on the timer. I also saw 414 when I looked up a little bit earlier. So, you know, just know that you're safe. There's nothing to worry about. And the situation, around whatever situation you're dealing with, you know, it's under control, perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Remember to only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcomes flow effortlessly to and through you. Remember that love is the answer, right? Love is the answer. So, guys, I hope you like this message. Please like, comment, share, follow, subscribe. And I will see you guys very soon. Thanks so much. So much love. Mwah.